Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Lou here of Luluslittleshop, and today we are making these cute little birthday candles for our cupcake with toppings. You can grab the PDF for the cupcakes in my Etsy shop, link in the description box below. And I already have another tutorial made for the frosting, so make sure to check that one out after this tutorial. To make the flame, you're going to need a little bit of number 4 medium worsted weight acrylic yarn. You could either use 1 color, 2 colors, or up to 3 colors. And then for the candle, you're going to use 2 different colors. This is number 3 light worsted weight 100% cotton yarn. And I'll have all the shopping links in the description box below. A 2.75mm hook, a pet brush, scissors, yarn needle, gel super glue, 2 super strong neodymium magnets, a little bit of diluted, this is white Elmer's glue, about half water, half glue, a strip of paper, this is about 5 inches by 1 inch, and a ruler. Our little candles have an insert in them that's composed of a flame that we're going to make out of number 4 medium worsted weight acrylic yarn, a little piece of paper rolled into a stick, and 2 super strong neodymium magnets glued onto the bottom. And then we'll crochet this sleeve to go over our insert. To make the flame, we're going to take 3 strands of number 4 medium worsted weight acrylic yarn. These are about 4 or 5 inches long, and you can use the same color or different colors. We're going to hold 3 strands all together and tie a knot in the middle. Make sure the knot stays in the middle and pull on 2 ends to tighten the knot. You're going to want to make this knot pretty small so that it goes into the candle. Okay, and now we're going to fold it in half and trim it to about 1 inch or so. And then take your pet brush and just loosen up these fibers. Brush, brush, brush. Okay, and once everything is brushed out and nice and fluffy, we're going to take our fingers and twist the end into a pointy tip. And you can dip this in a little bit of glue. This is diluted school glue. Squeeze out the excess. And then just set it aside to dry. And now we're going to take our strip of paper. This is about 5 inches by 1 inch wide, and we're going to take one end and start rolling it into a stick. So there's our stick. You gotta make sure the diameter of the paper stick is just under the diameter of your magnets. Once you're happy with your paper stick, you're going to put a little bit of glue at the end to secure it in place. There's our stick. Now take your magnets. We're going to make sure this is a cherry that already has a magnet in it. We're going to make sure that the top side is facing up, so it's interchangeable with our other toppings for the cupcake. And then we're going to apply glue to this top side of the magnets and apply it to one end of the stick. Press and hold for a few seconds. And then we're going to glue the flame onto the other end. And there's our insert. This candle has two different colors, crocheted in 2 parallel spirals, and it's the same technique I used in my bubbleberry wreath. So to do that, we're going to start down here with round 1. We're going to start with a magic circle and put 3 single crochets in the first color into the magic circle. Drop the first color and then join with a second color and put 3 single crochets into the magic circle also. So then at the end of round 1, we'll have 6 stitches total, 3 of each color. And then we're just going to continue up with the second color going to the stitches from the first color and the first color going to the stitches from the second color. And then we'll just keep going round and up until we get to about 2 inches. We're going to take our first color and leave out a long starting tail. This is about 5 or 6 inches, and make a magic circle. Chain 1 here. For round 1, we're going to first make 3 single crochets with the first color into the magic circle. 1, 2, 3 single crochets with the first color, pull out a little bit of slack and drop the first color. And then we're going to join with our second color, also leaving out a 5 or 6 inch starting tail. And still crocheting over the starting tail from our first color. So we'll insert our hook into the magic circle, grab the second color, and drop a loop. Chain 1, and then also make 3 single crochets into the magic circle, going over the starting tail from the first color, and we'll make 3 single crochets with the second color. 1, 2, and 3. So now we've completed round 1. We have 3 single crochets in the first color, 3 single crochets in the second color, all crocheted into the magic circle over the starting tail from the first color. And then we're going to tighten everything by pulling on the starting tail from the first color to close that center hole. And then we're going to continue with our second color. Reinsert our hook. That's the starting tail from the first color. And now we're going to continue crocheting straight up with the second color going into the stitches from the first color, stopping before you get to the last stitch of that previous color. So here I'll make 1 single crochet into each of the next 2 stitches of the first color. Pull out a little bit of slack. And then continue with the first color. reinsert a hook. And now we're going to, with this first color, crochet into each of these next 4 stitches from the second color. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we'll stop before we get to the last stitch of the second color. Pull out a little bit of slack, and now you can start to see our double spiral forming. Make sure you flip so that the right side of your work is facing out. Drop the first color and continue with the second color with 1 single crochet into each of the next 4 stitches, and stop before you get to the last stitch of the first color. Then we're going to drop our second color and continue with our first color. 1 single crochet into each of the next 4 stitches of the second color. And just keep going around and around in 2 parallel spirals. And once your candle is almost 2 inches long, we're going to make a few more stitches with the color that's on the bottom. We're going to make 1 single crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. And then a slip stitch into the next stitch. Pull out a maybe 5-inch long ending tail. So now this first color is done. And then with the second color, we're going to make 1 more slip stitch into the next stitch. Okay, so now we still have our long starting tails to hold on to. This is the first color ending tail, second color ending tail. And now we're going to take our insert that we just made and wiggle it into our candle all the way down to the very bottom. And this is when you'll need to hold on to the 2 starting tails and pull so that there's no slack in the candle. And then we're going to push everything in so that the knot from the flame is also inside the candle. Make sure you pull these 2 starting tails so there's no extra slack in the candle, and then you're just going to trim them off. And then take one of these ending tails, thread it through a yarn needle, and then you're going to whip stitch through 6 front loops. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then make sure the knot from the flame is inside the candle. Then we're going to pull on our ending tail to gather everything up into a point at the top of our candle. And hide your ending tail inside the candle. So there's our little candle. Let's see how it fits on our cupcakes. Again, this is from the pattern Cupcake with Toppings, and you can get other free topping patterns on my Instagram. Make sure to check it out at Luluslittleshop. And they all have magnets in them, so the toppings and the frosting are all interchangeable with the cakes. And if you guys want to win a free pattern from me, enter my hashtag Crochet Cupcake decorating contest over on Instagram. Simply post pictures of any crochet cupcake with the hashtag Crochet Cupcake to enter, and I'll have one winner per month starting May 1st, 2022. And the winner can select any pattern they like from me. Alright you guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my tutorial on the double swirl frosting, and let me know in the comments what else you'd like to see next.